For trout, the water is its entire world. While most people don't think much about rivers on a daily basis, the truth is that they are just as crucial to our survival as a trout. Rivers comprise the watershed of 75% of the land on Earth. Without them, all crops would be crippled and our drinking supply would run dry. In the end, what makes a trout happy makes us happy too.
Riparian ecosystems are defined as the biological community of interacting organisms at the interface between land and river. These ecosystems are of the utmost importance to river and stream health, as they can filter contaminants out of runoff, provide shade, keeping water temperatures suitable for native aquatic life, and keep riverbanks intact.
Soil truly is the backbone of stream-bordering ecological communities. The amount of organic matter and nutrients present in these soils determines the variety of plant life present. This, in conjunction with compactness of the soil, determines the vulnerability of a stream reach to erosion. Soil properties like compaction go so far as to play a role in what microbial communities are present, determining how well the soil breaks down organic matter and chemical pollutants.
For centuries, riparian ecosystems have been plagued by poor land development practices, neglecting engineering techniques which keep our rivers safe. Erosion is the primary threat, and can be caused by anything from urbanization to agriculture. Due to ease of access to fresh water, croplands and livestock holdings are often situated along stream banks. This convenience for humans can mean the detriment of a river. The removal of native vegetation and replacement with shallow-rooted crops loosens stream-adjacent soil and destabilizes riverbanks. When it rains, rivers become choked up with sediment, and once stable banks crumble away at alarming rates. These crippled stream banks stand no chance in preventing runoff contamination by nitrogen, phosphorus, and dissolved carbon, pollutants responsible for the growth of harmful algal blooms. In addition, compaction caused by livestock herds hinders the breakdown of organic matter, a key function of aquatic ecosystems. In particular, studies show that leaf litter breakdown is significantly hampered by this overdensification. Urbanization, and most importantly, the construction associated with it, often results in concentrated flows of debris containing toxins and heavy metals entering waterways totally unperturbed. Without proper riparian zones to protect from these contaminants, so many things have gone wrong.
You break it, you buy it. We can't just sit around all day twiddling our thumbs after we harm our riparian ecosystems. Luckily, we know how to fix those that we broke. Typically, we want streams to look the way they did before we mess with them. However, we can better our approach through remote sensing of topological features and on-site data collection to understand soil characteristics and nutrient portfolios. The most common fix for damaged streams is the reconstruction and protection of riparian buffers, which range from 30 to several hundred feet depending on your goal. Soil characteristics are key in determining what plant life may be most suited for the restoration you want to accomplish. In other areas, you may want to create constructed wetlands, which are also great places for nutrient deposition and carbon sequestration. On heavily eroded and vulnerable banks, we'll want to stabilize and reinforce the banks. Soil characteristics and erosion history are the key to the treasure box of understanding where to stabilize stream banks. In the future, we might as well do ourselves a favor and just build away from streams and move grazing further from stream banks. This simple gesture would reduce erosion risk and helps keep the stream healthy, balanced, and spirited.
The United States population has increased by over 17% since the turn of the century, and with such growth, riparian consciousness is absolutely imperative. While restoration of previously damaged areas is important, these efforts will be futile if responsible practices continue to be ignored during future development. Space is key. Adequate buffer zones need to be left undisturbed so that native vegetation can maintain the structural and nutrimental integrity of the soil. As stated before, soil truly is the backbone of the riparian ecosystem. It forms the walls that hold together the trout's home, which also happens to be the Earth's natural distribution system of our most valuable resource. Retrospective revitalization and proactive protection of our riparian zones is essential to a prosperous and healthy future.